What is the ultimate purpose of life? Why are we here? Is life just a journey of survival, birth, work, family, and death? Or is there something greater, something deeper? We spend our whole lives chasing money, success, and happiness. But when we finally achieve them, why does the void remain? What if the purpose of life is not what we think it is? The illusion of purpose. From the moment we are born, society conditions us to believe that life has a fixed purpose, a good job, a happy family, and a respected reputation. But pause for a moment. Why do successful people feel empty? Why do wealthy people talk about lacking fulfillment? The truth is, life's ultimate purpose is not found in achievements. Buddha once said, "Desire is the root of all suffering." When we attach our happiness to external goals, we enter a loop of endless dissatisfaction. Buddha's perspective. Beyond suffering. Buddha's life is the perfect example of someone who had everything but left it all behind. Why? Because he realized that external success cannot solve internal suffering. He taught that life is impermanent. Chasing temporary things brings pain. The ultimate purpose is to reach nirvana, a state of complete freedom, where you are free from desires. But wait, does this mean we should abandon life and meditate in caves? No, Buddha never said life is meaningless. He said, purpose is not found in things, it is found in awareness. When you stop chasing and start observing, life itself becomes meaningful. Jesus' perspective, purpose in love. On the other hand, Jesus Christ emphasized love and service as the highest purpose. Love thy neighbor as thyself. He showed that sacrifice and compassion give meaning to life. But why love? Because love connects us beyond ourselves. When we live for others, we experience something bigger than individual success. Jesus taught that the purpose of life is not to achieve, it is to give. So who is right? Buddha or Jesus? The answer is both. Science versus spirituality. A surprising intersection. Modern science tells us that the universe is vast and indifferent. We are just a tiny speck on a floating rock. In a purely scientific sense, life has no purpose. We are just atoms randomly put together. But here's the twist. Consciousness cannot be explained by science. Where do thoughts come from? Why do we crave meaning? Why do we feel connected to something larger? Neuroscientists say the brain is wired to seek patterns and purpose. Spirituality might be a byproduct of evolution. But what if spirituality is not a byproduct? What if consciousness itself is the purpose? The trap of chasing goals. Think about it. Why does every goal lose its charm once you achieve it? You wanted a job, now you want a better job. You wanted money, now you want more. This is because happiness is not in reaching the destination. It is in being fully present at the moment. Life happens now, not after you achieve something. Buddha called this the desire trap. The more you run after happiness, the more it runs away. My personal journey. The void. State I have spent years meditating, entering a state of absolute silence, a state where no thoughts exist. It was not happiness, it was not sadness, it was pure existence. In that state, I realized something profound. Life has no fixed purpose. Purpose is not given to you, it is something you create. The ultimate purpose is to experience life fully, without resistance. Then what is the ultimate purpose? The ultimate purpose of life is not to achieve, become, or reach. It is to become fully aware of life itself. A leaf falling from a tree, the sound of rain, the warmth of the sun. When you experience life without labeling it, that is enlightenment. Buddha, Jesus, and science point to the same truth from different angles. Buddha says, stop desiring. Jesus says, start loving. Science says, be curious. But the essence is the same, to be fully alive. Practical steps for finding purpose. Number 1, meditate daily. 10 minutes of silence, no thoughts, no goals. 2, practice gratitude. Write down 3 things you are grateful for every day. 3, serve others. The quickest way to find meaning is to help someone. 4. Detach from outcomes. Focus on the process, not the result. 5. Stay curious. Never stop questioning. Life is a mystery to be explored. The illusion of control. One of the biggest misconceptions we carry is that we control life. We plan our careers, relationships, and future, but how often does life go according to plan? What if control itself is an illusion? Buddha once said, "Attachment to control is the cause of suffering." We suffer not because life is hard, but because we resist reality. A failed relationship, a lost job. These hurt because we expect life to obey us. But life is like a river. It flows as it wants. What if we let go? What if we stopped controlling and started flowing? The purpose is not to control the river, it is to enjoy the journey. The role of suffering, a hidden purpose. Why does suffering exist if life is supposed to be meaningful? Is pain a punishment or a lesson? Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, wrote in his book, Man's Search for Meaning, "When we can no longer change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Pain forces us to evolve." Buddha found enlightenment because he saw suffering. Jesus found salvation through suffering on the cross. The truth is, suffering is not the opposite of purpose, it is the path to it. Pain breaks our ego and makes us humble. What modern psychology says about purpose. Modern psychology has started to agree with what spiritual leaders have said for centuries. Maslow's hierarchy of needs places self-actualization at the top, where purpose matters more than survival. Positive psychology shows that happiness doesn't come from pleasure, but from meaning. Psychologists say purpose is found in 3 things. 1. Meaningful work, contributing to something bigger than yourself. 2. Deep relationships, connecting beyond surface-level interactions. 3. Transcendence, experiencing moments where you feel part of something vast. Why material success is overrated. We live in a world where success is defined by money and fame. But why do billionaires still feel depressed? Why do people with perfect lives commit suicide? Because hedonic adaptation. Once you achieve something, you get used to it. The happiness you get from a new car, job, or house fades. Buddha called this dukkha, the unsatisfactory nature of life. Real purpose is not in accumulating, but in experiencing. Life is not a treasure hunt, it's a dance. The concept of dharma, purpose in action. In ancient philosophy, there is a concept called dharma, meaning duty or purpose. Your dharma is not a universal rule, it is personal. An artist's dharma is to create. A teacher's dharma is to teach. Buddha found his dharma in spreading enlightenment. What is your dharma? What makes you feel alive? Purpose is not something you find. It is something you uncover by doing what makes your soul come alive. Death, the ultimate teacher. Imagine you are on your deathbed. Would you regret not working harder or not loving harder? Would you regret not earning more or not living more? Steve Jobs once said, "Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've encountered to make big choices. Death is not the end. It is a reminder to live fully." Buddha taught meditation on death, Maransati. Not to fear death, but to realize that every moment is precious. If you knew you would die tomorrow, how would you live today? The power of presence, the only real purpose. Purpose is not in the past or future, it is in the now. The future is imagination. The past is memory. The present is the only reality. Buddha called this state satipatthana, total mindfulness. When you eat, just eat. When you walk, just walk. When you live, just live. Purpose is not something you achieve in 10 years. It is something you experience in this breath. The void, why emptiness, is the ultimate purpose. In my deepest meditative state, I entered the void, a place where there were no thoughts, no desires. It felt empty, but it was peaceful. It felt like nothing, but it was everything. This is what Buddha called shunyata, emptiness. Emptiness is not meaningless, it is freedom. When you are nothing, you are everything. The ultimate purpose of life is to be so empty that life flows through you. No resistance, no attachment, just pure existence. How to find your purpose. 5 practical steps. 1. Self-reflection. Journal every day for 10 minutes. Ask yourself, what makes me come alive? 2. Meditation. Sit in silence for 15 minutes daily. Watch your thoughts pass without judgment. 3. Service. Help someone without expecting anything in return. Purpose is found in giving. 4. Follow your curiosity. Purpose is not found by waiting. Explore, experiment, fail. That's how you discover your Dharma. 5. Embrace uncertainty. Life is not a puzzle to be solved. It is a mystery to be lived. Conclusion. Stop chasing the meaning of life. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop thinking life is somewhere in the future. The ultimate purpose of life is to live fully, right here, right now. When you eat, taste the food. When you breathe, feel the air. When you love, love with all your heart. The journey is the destination. The search is the purpose. So I ask you again, are you truly living or just waiting to live? Thank you very much. Take care of yourself.